Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Derek from M1 Realty. So I've been selling homes all over the Detroit area since 2003, and I'm back for some more frequently asked questions that I get from first-time buyers. This one is a pretty common one. What is the difference between an inspection and an appraisal? A lot of times people get confused on those or use those words interchangeably, but I'll break it down and make it real easy for you. So an inspection is once you have a home under contract, like you've got a signed purchase agreement and you're moving forward towards closing, your next step is to set a private home inspection. Now there's inspectors, hundreds of inspection companies all over town. Most of them are pretty reputable. There's a few that you might want to check the reviews before you book them. But at any rate, what they're going to do is like kind of go through the house with a fine-tooth comb. They're going to take the cover off the electrical panel. They're going to check the furnace. They're going to check the plumbing. They're going to make sure that you're not moving into a house where there's going to be any kind of like environmental or major huge issues that are going to cost you a lot of money out of pocket. Definitely, you don't necessarily have to get an inspection done. That's an option, but I would really recommend doing it. It's really going to help you out with peace of mind. You're going to end up with an inspection report that's probably 25 to 35 pages. That's going to detail every little thing in the house that you might forget about, or you refer back to it once a year, monitor the home, and that way you're not setting yourself up for any like unforeseen huge costs or anything. Some cities do require an inspection also. There's not that many left around town. They're mostly in Wayne County, although the city of Centerline, I believe, requires a pre-sale inspection. I think Macomb Township does as well. But those are the cities. It's different from a private inspection. All those cities care about when they do a municipal inspection is making sure the home is up to code, basically, so that you're buying a property that's doesn't have knob and tube wiring in it or anything like that, any crazy like old school type stuff. So when it comes to municipal inspections, most of the time we can get the seller to make sure they're providing a certificate of occupancy at closing. Any issues that come up on that inspection, we can make sure the seller just handles it for you. Now, on your private inspection, if any issues do come back, we do have a few options. We can ask the seller to correct it. We can ask for a price reduction. If it's something super major, you can back out of the deal. That's totally within your rights to do. So we've talked about inspections. Now let's cover appraisals. So that's different from obviously different from an inspection. What the appraisal is essentially the bank that's lending you money. They want to make sure that the house is worth the amount that they're going to be lending to you. So they're going to send an appraiser out. And what the appraiser does is they use a few different methods, but generally what they're going to do is find comparable properties from the neighborhood that are similar in size, similar in age, similar in location, and have recently sold, and they're going to use those homes as comparables to the home that you're going to buy, making sure that the value is there. Occasionally, we run into issues with the house not appraising. If that is the case, we have a few different options, but generally, I'd say 95% of the time, I don't run into that issue at all. Most of my homes have no problem appraising, so we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But that's essentially the difference. Is the appraisal is there for the lender, for the bank that's loaning the mortgage, for their peace of mind, knowing that the home is worth what you're paying for it, and your private inspection is your peace of mind, knowing that you're not going to be moving into a money pit. So that's essentially it. If you have any other questions, just reach out, 248-561-6155 or dwarenka@m1realty.net. And until next time, thanks a lot and have a great one.